Hi everyone, welcome back to NeurosIQ, the best place on YouTube to increase your neuroscience IQ. Today we will be doing a channel reflection to talk about our journey on YouTube. We've made over 90 videos, and so it's about time we reflect on the journey. If you are maybe new to our channel or if you're thinking of starting a channel, you'll find our experiences useful, hopefully, and today I'm going to discuss it with Phedias Diamandis.
Thanks for taking the time to reflect. I think this has been a great journey. So it's hopefully a good time with it being January to look back on our 18-month journey and make some kind of resolutions and reflect on our successes and failure of this great initiative.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how we reached 1,000 subscribers and what that means as a YouTube channel for us.
So why don't we I guess describe to those who may not know why is reaching 1,000 subscribers such an important milestone? And is there any other key metrics that people should look out for if they're thinking of starting a channel on YouTube?
Well, for 1,000 subscribers, when you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can monetize the channel, which is a pretty big milestone. In terms of other metrics you should look at that are important, it's not just the subscribers. You want to look at retention, if people are actually staying and watching your videos. You can look at watch time, because in order to also reach monetization, you need 4,000 watch hours. And it's not about the money, it's about more of the journey to get that milestone in the first place.
Yeah, and I think that's a very important point. Obviously, monetizing a small educational channel is not going to necessarily motivate us to quit our daytime jobs. But I think it is some sort of a bar that I think shows how much you've dedicated to this, which is something I'm very proud of you for. And I think it's an important milestone that people are interested in the content that the channel is producing. So I agree with you that reaching the milestone of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is the current metric of a kind of monetized YouTube channel, shouldn't be your primary goal to make money. I think it does show that neuroscience is an exciting field, that people are interested in watching content about the brain. I think it's a good 1 to 2 year milestone for many channels. So I think that's why we're so excited about reaching that milestone.
Yeah, and along the way we found that certain things work and certain things didn't. What do you think maybe is one of the most important things to get traction on a YouTube video to make it popular?
Yeah, so I think as a scientist, one of the things that I really liked about this journey is the amount of information that YouTube collects on our videos, and that's been really, I think, one of the fun parts is understanding how many people watch a YouTube video, and that's something that I think everyone notices when they're clicking on videos to watch. But from a creator's point of view, there's so much information that YouTube provides that many of our viewers may not know about, whether it be what countries are watching the videos, how long people are watching videos for, when they're clicking away from certain videos, if they're coming back, if they're subscribers that are watching the videos. So I think it's really important to take this sort of kind of data science or data-driven approach to really understand what's clicking with your audience. And I think I remember this time last year, we had about just over 100 subscribers, and 5,000 views total, and obviously now we're well on our way to 1,500 subscribers and over 100,000 views. So we've grown exponentially, and I think one of the tools that may be worth highlighting in our kind of dashboard is the the top videos. So it's important once you've generated enough videos to see what's working and what your audience is responsive to. And I think when you look at our top videos, you see a common trend. And obviously, with the I think our top out of the top 10 videos, about 8 of them are related to COVID-19. So that was the most kind of eye-opening thing for me, is that in a sense, if you're trying to draw audience, you want to talk about things that people are currently interested in learning about, and obviously some of the detailed things about neuroscience may be very niche and of interest to a small number of people, but things like global pandemic, I think, garner a lot more interest from the general population. So that was a very interesting observation that I noticed from my end. What the impact of talking about current events that are affecting many people can have on generating attention to the channel. How about you? What struck you the most?
No, for sure. I'm on the same page as you. You have to talk about something that people are searching. And if you get into the YouTube search, then that's when the video will gain traction. Initially, like pre-pandemic, when we had one video that was first showing up in the YouTube search, it was our dopamine fasting video. And so that was kind of one of our initial videos that got a lot of views. And it seemed that it was because it was something that people were searching and something that was trending. And then later with the pandemic, if we kind of keep on top of things and release videos before they fade out in the media, then we can get views that way as well.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. And of course, COVID hasn't been our only kind of recipe for success. I think, as you mentioned, making pertinent topics of interest, is a kind of, I think, an important principle for everything we do in society, whether you're opening a new store or opening a new business, especially now with technology and the way we do things changing so rapidly. You wanna really understand what the landscape of society is, what people are interested in, what people need. And I think that's really the recipe of success, not only for a new YouTube channel, but I think career and life in general. I remember one video that one of our students, Kevin, did on Elon Musk's Neuralink. Yeah, I think that was something that was one of the most successful and well-received videos that we created. But the interesting thing was, we made it a few months before a press release that was an update to Elon's Neuralink. And I remember when that update happened and he posted something, the number of views that video started to get increased significantly. So that was also funny to see that even videos that you've made in the past, when things do become relevant and more visible to the public, you could see a spike in an old video gaining more and more interest. So that I thought was pretty neat to see. Again, that principle really shining through again, that if you make videos that people are interested in or that will be interested in the future, that's really the best way to predict success, not only in on the channel, but also with a career. Obviously, when I was going through school, computer science wasn't as an important field as it is today. And of course, the people that had vision to go into computer programming, I think now are in a very, very good a very good position, because they've in essence predicted the future about what the demand will be 10 years from now. So I think that's a important principle for all our young audience. Really think about when you're choosing a career or when you're choosing a profession, how can I set myself up to be in demand in the future? But I think it's also equally as important to also follow your heart. You know, I thought the beginning of starting our YouTube channel would be a lot smoother, and I give you a lot of credit, Kristina, because I remember when we were making videos at the beginning and only getting 10 to 20, 30 views per video, and probably half of them were our family members. It was very, very discouraging, and I think your interest in neuroscience and your interest in teaching was probably one of the key motivators that allowed the channel to have a chance to stay open long enough, where we actually did start seeing a lot more interest in the work. I don't know if you can comment on that.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning, I don't know, I kind of knew it would be slow. I knew that YouTube was a tough place to get like subscribers to grow and all that, but I thought maybe if we just keep trying and keep at it every week, then eventually we'll get somewhere. And all in all, every week posting a video, it wasn't only like for the views, but it helped me improve at making the videos as well, I think. So it wasn't a waste of time. And I guess you just gotta keep trying that sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that's another really important point, again, for students and even anyone really who's interested in investing time to develop an initiative around something that they have passion and interest in. That making these videos really forces you to think about the topic and kind of come up with your own thesis and conclusion about how this information should be conceptualized, whether it be from a neuroscience point of view or whatever kind of point of view that you're interested in. If you're a financial channel, what does COVID mean for business or for employability? I think it's a really important exercise to way to practice presenting ideas to people and defending them. One of the most striking things I've heard is from professors that teach English, is that when you write, you're actually at a high level, you're really just practicing critical thinking skills, putting your ideas on paper and making them flow in a way that the general audience or someone that picks up your book or script can read and say, I understand this person's kind of logical evolution to coming to this conclusion. So I do think you're right. I think I think you had a lot of wisdom to know that it was going to take some time. I think it's a journey, and I don't think you succeed when you necessarily get views. I think you succeed when you're improving as a presenter. And I think I know that's some feedback I got from my close family that follow the channel, is just how to your skills improve. Not that you were not skillful at the beginning, but I think you've come a long way, both in captivating the audience and also public speaking. So I think there's a lot of benefit in these types of initiatives that go beyond just having a medium to kind of voice your opinions and interest to a wide audience.
Yeah. And I know some people too are asking, like, when you were you focusing on getting views, or were you focusing on getting subscribers, or what did you do to grow the channel? But in the end, when you look at the stats and everything, it looked like the subscribers and views and watch time, they all go hand in hand. So if you increase your views, you're probably going to increase subscribers too, because maybe you're bringing new traffic to the channel, and then watch hours goes up. So those three graphs on the analytics, they're all pretty similar.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think you're right in the sense that all these things are interconnected. I think that's another important principle in life is that usually recipes for success, you make your own luck. And if you, the way to get more views is to make videos that captivate the audience more, and you get more watch time and retention time. And so I agree that everything kind of evens out at the end. So whether you're focusing on getting subscribers or increasing the amount of time that people watch your videos, all these things are, if you can get one of those, it means that there's some reason why you're getting more subscribers. And usually it's because of quality. And I think if you don't focus on those metrics in isolation, I think you're right that those things will grow proportionally. And I think there's a lot of debate that what's harder, getting 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours. And I think we reached those two milestones that sound very, very different, probably about a week or two apart. I think we reached 1,000 subscribers just before Christmas, and then about a week after we hit the 4,000 watch hour milestone. So you're right, is that these are highly interconnected, and you shouldn't really focus on, well, I have a lot of subscribers but not a lot of watch hours. Eventually, I think with time, those things eventually balance themselves out. One interesting metric that I heard that seemed to be very general, but seemed to be true for our channel, is that about every 100 subscribers, every 100 views gets you about someone saying, you know what, this is interesting, I'm going to subscribe. So I thought that was interesting, because that seems to be about our kind of velocity of subscriber recruitment too. About every time we get 1,000 views, we get a subscriber. So some rules about channel growth do appear to be, again, universal and applicable not only to shows that may have a tech focus or kind of a lifestyle focus, but also in our case with kind of an educational channel. So yeah, I think that's a really important thing. I think a thing that I appreciated during our journey. I know as a teacher, one thing I really really enjoyed is I teach neuropathology, and neuropathology is a field that not many people have ever heard of. And because of that, when I teach at the kind of university level, most of the classes that I have only have about 3 or 4 trainees in them, and it's one of the things that I always found somewhat discouraging. I mean, I enjoy teaching, because even if you can teach 3 or 4 people something that's you're really passionate about, I think is a service both to you and those motivated minds. But one of the, I think, positive things is that when we had an opportunity to record some of these lectures and post them, it's nice to see that you can scale that interest, and you can, some of our videos from our neuropathology lecture series, they may not necessarily get many views, but they consistently get 10 views 10 views a day, which again is 3 times more than what my lectures usually reach as an audience. So I thought that was pretty inspiring. If people have a very niche interest, the ability to reach a larger audience, across the world in different countries, and provide kind of education in an accessible and manner that doesn't cost anything for the consumer. I think that's a pretty inspiring thing that I really enjoyed about the channel, being able to share my passion for neuropathology, which is, you know, kind of, again, a very niche thing to a wide audience. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, I think anyone going into making an educational channel or doing anything with education, that should be their goal. Like, your goal shouldn't be to get rich, it should be to achieve this sense of purpose, and you want to do something that you love. So if you love teaching neuropathology, then why not make a YouTube video about it? You know, it's rewarding at the end of the day. And if you have that sense of purpose and that sense of inner drive to do something, it's going to be more motivating than looking at a number of subscribers and saying, oh yes, I finally got this many subscribers. But if you actually like doing it, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's been an interesting journey. But let's get to the real reason why people are here. So Kristina, tell us, how much money should someone expect to make as a YouTube celebrity like yourself, who just monetized the channel? What how much are we making for the curious audience members?
Currently, we're making around $2 a day. So definitely do not quit your day job if you're trying to start off a YouTube channel. Um, it's it's not a lot at the beginning, but you know, it's something, and it's more of a milestone to say, like, I made $2 off of YouTube. It's something that not everyone can say, but it's not going to make you rich.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, and I think that's it's definitely an interesting metric to think about. I know there's a lot of you know, the major influencers on YouTube that have, you know, started disclosing how much they make, and I feel like uh, there's very few I guess videos that really tell us how much you start making right at the beginning of monetizing. So yeah, it was, I guess, a surprise to see how little it was. But again, I think it's not something that should discourage anyone. There's a lot of other benefits from doing this exercise, and at least for me, I know that we have a lot of turnover of trainees at our institute, and so some of the things I'm really passionate about teaching, there's just not enough hours in the day to teach everyone every lecture that I have to give, and I like being able to say, you know what, let me tell you the Coles Notes version, but if you're really interested, you know, you can watch the full hour lecture on YouTube. So I think they're you know, that's a huge time saver for me, I know. So that's well worth the $2 a day that we're making. So yeah. In terms of, do you have any kind of goals for this year? Like, what would you like to see on the channel? What are your kind of plans moving forward for the channel?
Hopefully, just keep growing. I want to say, I don't know, hopefully we can get to 5,000 subscribers maybe by the end of this year. I don't know if that's too um, too out there, but I also just want to, you know, keep spreading knowledge about neuroscience, getting people interested in it, and maybe I could help mentor students to be on the channel too and get more people involved with the channel. That way it's more of a collaborative um, platform. And I want to also recruit some more guest speakers so we can like diversify and increase our credibility as a channel.
Yeah, I think those are great goals, and yeah, I agree. It's fun to have these milestones, to have some sort of competitive aspect to it. I think that really drives innovation and creativity to have these nice metrics to kind of shoot for. So I think they are fun. It'd be great if we had 5,000 people interested in the content that we're making. I think that would be a great thing to say by the end of 2021. But yeah, I agree. I think a more exciting is being able to use this platform as a way to talk to really interesting people, like some of the people you've already had interviews with. I think that's probably more exciting than than just getting more subscribers or making the sense that we make per video. So I'd also like to see more people come and just tell us about why they went into neuroscience. Tell us a little bit about their work that we may not know. But I think as the channel grows, hopefully people realize that it is a platform where their niche and their specific interests in neuroscience can be spread to many hundreds and thousands of people. So I think that, I agree, is probably the most exciting thing I'm really hoping for this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's wrap it up, and thanks everyone for subscribing. Thanks for your support. We couldn't have done this without you. So please continue to spread the word, share it with your friends and family. Watch our videos that we make on a regular basis. Hit the like and subscribe button. As always, I guess that helps spread the word to new users with the YouTube algorithm. So even just liking and watching our videos is a huge help. And yeah, I look forward to seeing everyone and their comments in future videos.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.